So welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are going to tell your friends what's going on here on the stream. Remember to invite everyone. We want a really big audience. It's the first time that Gfinity are picking up Counter-Strike like this, and it's definitely very, very cool. We need all the organizational support we can for this game, and we are just ready here on Mirage. So we already kind of went through the lineup, but in case anyone's been joining us since, maybe we should just go through them. So for Mousesports, maybe the more known team here, we obviously have Tabson, Legia, Alu, Chris J, and Nuki. But for the English roster,
fm-Esports, we have George, Zedbear, J-Chem, Reason, Spuds, G-King. So perhaps not some of the most famous UK names, but definitely up there in the UK scene. I think they definitely have the potential here to kind of, depending on whether they get the momentum at the start of the round, I think they could cause an upset. Players to watch, as Richard and Scoots mentioned, Zed and J-Chem. Reason perhaps as well, he's always been on the cusp of greatness in the UK, so I think he's looking for his breakout tournament. I think this could be the one. If he can find his kind of stride, he can perhaps kind of cause a bit of an upset. So player for me, MVP from fm-Esports is going to be Zed, but I think as Thorin mentioned, everyone's kind of waiting to see how Alu performs in this event for Mousesports. I think he's definitely going to be the one to watch. He's just such a high fragger, can be very versatile player, can AWP, can rifle, and he's kind of renowned as one of the best Finnish players. So I think this lineup, although it's kind of unorthodox the way they've approached it, they've definitely got the players on paper to kind of cause some absolute destruction.
I'm looking forward to it, and I think actually the one thing FM really has on their side is we're going to be going to the 9th round first of all, guys. Decide who's going to be starting on what side, of course. But I think the one thing FM have going for them right here is the fact that there's almost no one expecting anything from them. They have no pressure at all. And actually sometimes teams that play like that can be really dangerous to play against.
Yep, I agree. Like you kind of, if you go into a game like Mousesports, you think, oh, this should be an easy game, kind of easy win. And as soon as things start going wrong for Mousesports, for example, they could get really stressful for them. They could cause arguments with the team. Like people say, well, why are you killing them? They're the lowest skill players. But I think as a team like that, you can see the focus on your own game. Don't get caught up on who you're playing against. I always try to focus on the team itself and kind of not dwell too much on who you're playing. But here comes the 9th round. So for me, I think Mousesports take that. I think they'll probably want to stay terrorists because they know they're playing against a bit of a shaky lineup here. So swapping. So
I agree, though. I was definitely going to say, yeah, they win the 9th round. They start on the T side. That's the most common thing. But I guess a little bit like Dust 2, where we've seen a lot of teams recently go for the CT side first. Maybe it's the same logic here. Mousesports maybe trying to give themselves a little bit of room to work with in case they lose that piss around. They're not going to be that far behind because it's the CT side and they can always get back into it a little bit maybe. Yeah,
well, I know these fm-Esports players a lot, and I know they've done their homework, as I mentioned before, so I think this isn't too bad. I think starting T, they've definitely got their set strats. And Mirage is all about kind of feeling out the map and then working out where to execute. So you kind of you send your players in a 2-1-2 lineup, kind of traditionally kind of underpass and using it. But as I bang on, here we go. We're starting the game, and let's jump into it.
Yeah, see what's going to be going on, and from the looks of it, just the 3 smokes that have been bought already, definitely a sign that...
Set tactics coming in straight away.
And you already said it, you're absolutely right. So here we go, and the way that Mousesports are set up, this is perfect for right here. They're going to hit a timing that's almost godlike. This is going to be interesting. The smokes family right here, great job from our server, really well played there. You see the smokes on Alu, well, he can shoot through. Oh my god, he hits a headshot on Cheeky. That is not supposed to happen. That was definitely very, very lucky. The bomb does go down here, but Alu's actually going to pick up a second kill once again. Now it's Spuds, Jacob, and Reason left here, and Reason's going to go down. Legia with a headshot. That bomb taking away, but there's still a lot of time here for Mousesports to get it done, and they are both tramped down towards the slope. This is not looking good. Alu is looking for his 3rd headshot, and as they peek, he's going to get one more. That's the triple, and there's going to be Nuki stealing the last one, but Alu, I mean, come on.
Opening frag of the tournament, and it's through a smoke, and it ruins the whole round for fm-Esports. It'll be very frustrating. Obviously, like I said, I think we're going to see a lot of those set tactics from them. I think they've kind of been thinking, I think, obviously, like I said, I think they've been anti-stratting them. I think they knew Mousesports run that setup no one on A. And although it was the right strategy to run, Alu kind of almost locked out there, but he kind of picked up a couple of frags as well. So
I don't normally like to call things luck in this game, but I actually think that time is really warranted because the timing that FM had hit there was actually really rare.
I think we're going to see a lot of that from them. Obviously, they've done their homework against this team. They know how they set up, and you kind of saw that was perfect strategy, but unfortunately for them, they haven't opted for a head-on. They've gone for a full block. So I think that if you open the bomb down, you see a bomb down, a smoke down inside, ready for the bomb, but no luck there whatsoever.
No,
down.
But I like the fact that they tried anyway. It's such a tiny investment to putting that smoke in. They can still buy in this round anyway, so if they had got the bomb down, they would have they could have picked up an AWP if they wanted to, but the fact that they can buy in the third round at least means that neither Chris or Alu will have picked up an AWP yet. So things are looking, if they can steal this round away, they're still looking good.
Yep, absolutely. So they wanted to kind of get the momentum in their favour now. Obviously, they've gone for a full, they've got AKs and Galils. Looks like more set strategy here. That looks like they're going towards a short area. Possibly kind of an execute onto A here for the connector or going up short.
Yeah, it's really dangerous walking down the middle, but Mousesports, sorry, FM, they're using the smokes really well. That's a great opening. Tabsin goes down. It's a nice AK work coming out from Zed, and now they have a lot more room to work with, especially as they got one guy up into the, towards the window room here, the ladder room. Not looking bad at all right now. They're going to be going up through the connector, and Alu's right here on the edge of the smoke. You can't actually see them. They take down Chris in the site now. If they can just kill Alu, they're going to be fine. Over by short, actually, they might be able to catch someone else. I think, no. Legia picks up the kill on Jake, and that's a huge kill.
That's the flank coming in, and now fm-Esports going to have a bit of a challenge here. Big round. They want to make sure no mistakes are made here. No one over-facing.
Legia is looking for an opening, but, he's going to get spuds. Maybe a little bit too aggressive there. But now it's still back into a 2-on-2. The positions they have right now on FM are really good. And there is actually a smoke grenade up here on Mouz, so that could seal it. They're going to try for it. Shiki takes one down. Alu now has no time left. He's going to have to go straight for the defuse. And Reason, he's not going to allow it. He's just waiting here. He gets the kill as well. And FM take the third round. Very nicely done by the British team. Absolutely.
Good opening frag there. They kind of, the round should have gone their favour. Zed opening the frag on that connector. That's what opened the round up for them. I think we saw Alu there. He had that smoke and that good positioning. If he had just had a bit more faith in himself to run through and kind of go for it, I think he could have turned around in their favour. But yeah, good opening gun round. We can actually see the CTs still have enough money here to take another round. I'm not sure the terrorists will be expecting this. It's kind of almost a force buy from the CTs. Like not a full Arsenal grade. No head armour to speak of, really.
No, definitely a bit tricky because they're playing up against 4 Galils, so actually the head armor could be really useful.
Exactly, yeah, that's interesting to know, actually. So I think they were kind of opting that the T's would have had AKs, it wouldn't have mattered, but here we go, it could be a deciding factor.
But I guess the fact that the reason that Mousesports can even buy now is because of the second round that FM played, where they just all died. They didn't get a single kill in that second round. If they got 2 or 3 kills in that round, it would have been very different, but that's how it went.
This is a big investment, because if we were a best-of-1 tournament, I think I'd be telling my team we want to kind of make sure we guarantee ourselves and get our economy on track, even if you have to sacrifice a couple of rounds. This, to me, is a very risky tactic, and I'm not sure it's going to prevail for them. But let's see how it pans out. Quite a slow round here coming from fm-Esports.
Now we'll find out. Legia waiting right here and looking for an opening, but the smoke's going to go off. Actually, that's really cool because that's one guy's actually a lot of people occupied. He does go down. If Jacob stayed alive, he would have kept 2 or 3 people looking towards the middle now. The rest of the push coming in is going to be maybe a little bit more obvious here. I think Mousesports have a good setup for it, but a great opening. Spud's going to take down Tabsin. Nuki caught out, going to go down. Reason with the kill, and now Legia moving up towards the connector here. Gets an instant headshot on the bomb carrier, and that's obviously a big kill. He's looking for a second one. Is Alu going to be picking up a kill in the background? And it's back into a 2-on-2.
Here we go again. Alu and Chris J, the star players of Mousesports going out against Zed and Shiki. This is a huge round, as you mentioned, for the economy of the CTs.
Yeah, bomb is down, so that's the first victory for FM, but they need a little bit more here. Alu's going to take a kill now. Zed, he's caught in a really weird corner. He's in the smoke, just hiding, and they're actually guessing he might be, and Chris will take him down. That's a triple from Alu. And the round is won by Mousesports. A really expensive round from the CT side, though.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was huge stuff from them. Like quite a big move to kind of force this by. And obviously we mentioned they had no head armor. Maybe the terrorists should have perhaps done a little bit better there. I think Shiki maybe an overfacing, standing in the open there. But here we go. We can see Alu picking up the AWP now, and this is going to be all sorts of trouble for fm-Esports. They're going to be forced into a CZ buy here. And on a map like Mirage, I'm just not sure what real possibilities there are with that. The angles don't really work in its favour, but you never know with that gun, to be honest. Anything could happen.
Exactly. CZ 75s, you can never really rule them out. I guess Mousesports are trying to just keep their distance. They really don't want to get taken down. Tabsin spots a couple of people down towards this slope, and actually he's going to take a little bit of damage here. Nuki going down, Tabsin will fall. And now Nuki looking to clean up the last member for the triple here. Spuds, close range, not going to make it happen. Nuki will take him down. That's it. It's going to be 4-1, moving straight into the 6th round.
Like we mentioned before, this is the best of one. There's no chance to warm up here. You kind of have to be ready to go as soon as you get on server. We've got Alu picking up the orb now. We won't see an orb coming from the terrorist, so they're going to have to make sure they utilize their spokes correctly and kind of avoid and lock him out of the game. So the best thing the CTs can do here is kind of just change his position and make him dynamic and kind of make sure he's not getting locked down by these set strategies.
And look at this cheeky play from Alu.
Okay, this is what I'm talking about, dynamic play, kind of keeping him up there.
This is really fun, isn't it? And actually, the way they're rushing up the middle right now, FM, maybe they have a chance of doing something. If they catch Mousesports down on the slope, it could be interesting. Tabson's going to go down. That's a great opening pick. And Reason picking up a double. Nuki falls. Alu alone inside the bomb site. Legia is going to go down. This is looking so good for FM at the moment. It's a 5-on-2 situation. If they just call it down and play smart here, they should be able to win the round.
Let the CTs make the mistake now. Obviously, there we go. Round lockdown. Chris J left with an M4. Just so that gives us a chance to analyze that. Obviously, I don't think Chris J is going to... He's good, but he's not that good. So 5-1. So we saw an aggressive strategy from Mousesports. I think they're trying to set the tone for the game, that they're going to be doing different strats almost every round. They sent 2 down a ramp, and Reason cleared up and kind of just won his team the round there. 2 great headshots from him, good positioning. And that's going to be interesting for Mousesports. Maybe they need to just kind of play a more traditional game of Team Mirage.
Maybe. What I really like, it's just a really small sign, a tiny indication of this FM's team that we don't know that much about. You know, we're still learning a little bit about them as we play here. But the fact that they managed to get the 3 opening kills and then still played it slow, they slowed it down. It's a really healthy sign. I love seeing that. Well,
we can see Shiki picks up that AWP from Alu there. And we can see how they're going to implement that into their game. Who's going to be picking that up? As we mentioned before, FM-Esports don't really have an AWP to speak of. I know some of them can be quite handy with it. But I had to say, who's going to be jumped onto? Like, they opted to chuck it away. Maybe they said, well, none of us are actually worth using it. Let's get rid of it.
And on the other team,
here we go. This is what we were expecting. Alu and Chris J.
The wombo combo. I mean, Chris is a real monster. Alu, I would say, I think is one of the top AWPers in the European scene. If you are that, you're one of the top AWPers in the world. That's been generally how it goes. So definitely a very, very scary combo here, even on Mirage. Now I'm wondering, one of them is actually over by the B bomb side. I'm a big fan of holding the B hallways with that AWP. We'll see if it works out for them.
Spuds had that maybe dropped out and spawned and overbought that gun somehow, but opening frag there from Ligia onto JChem. That's going to set the tone, and this is what we're talking about, slowing down their set strategies.
Yeah, they're here waiting right here in the middle. Tabson, if he peeks around this corner, 2 people are waiting, so this is actually looking pretty good, and they must know exactly where he is. I think both Zed and Shiki here they have a really good opening into this map, and there's going to be Alu picking down Spuds. Now they've been discovered in this middle area. Alu going to get another kill. Tabson coming around the corner for a quick shot, and Zed will finally take him down, but he is alone looking for the headshot on somebody. He's not going to work out. That was actually a little bit down to timing. I think it's really great. The fact that FM got themselves into that position could have worked out really well.
I just think that opening frag we saw JChem take there, it almost seemed like it kind of slowed the FM-Esports right down. Kind of like they got themselves in those positions, but they weren't facing at the same time. Didn't look like there was any sort of coordination. It seemed like once they lose that first frag, there's a little bit of confusion. And now we're up against Chris J and Alu of all. I think it's going to be so difficult to get back into this game. We saw Spuds take the AWP actually last round, and I don't think he's going to be able to cause any trouble against these kind of guys. And you see like Alu's looking crisp right now. A nice, good shot from him. And it looks like the T's are going to just trying to get the bomb down any way they can. But Zed opting towards B with that Deagle. I don't really think they're going to be much happen this round.
I think at this point, Alu has 12 kills, and I think he's looking to take a 13th here in the middle, going to pick up the one with the AWP, and, well, they're sort of waiting for him here, but he's got backup from Tabson as well, and FM not really going anywhere with this round.
Absolutely not. I think the next round's going to be very important. We can see Mousesports building up a little bit of momentum. There's going to be 6-2 after this round. FM-Esports definitely... We mentioned before the T is the preferred side traditionally. People pick online and stuff like that and other events. So we want to see them kind of start racking some rounds together and like start having this. The more they do this, win one round, lose one, it becomes even more like deadly for them because that's your economy gets absolutely screwed. You need to be stringing rounds together and not getting that $1,400 after losing a round. So this is a big one. It'll be interesting to see what kind of buy they have, what kind of money. Oh, it's not looking great. I don't think we'll see any orbs come out unless Zed is feeling particularly brave. No, he's not. So we can see a kind of a forced buy here. We can see not a full arsenal of grenades and a couple of one Galil there as well. So I think we'll be seeing one of these set A tactics perhaps coming into play. It looks like the smokes are flying in already, so they know what they're doing. That the strategy's been called. And it'll be interesting to see how the CTs react to this. A more aggressive tactic coming from them, though. How will the fm-Esports handle this?
It's really good smoke coming out. That's a nice one. But Legia is pushing up the middle. Really aggressive play coming out from the Mousesports team. See if FM can adjust to it this time. They do take the kill, but they also lose Spuds. And a second kill coming from Shiki. Very nicely done. Now they have to deal with Alu and the AWP range. And this is where things get really tricky because Alu is on fire. That grenade is going to end one. It could have been a double Shiki down to 3 HP. And it's a 3-on-3 situation here. They have a lot of time to play with, though.
Absolutely. I don't think the CTs need to do these aggressive tactics, though. Like, it seems like they're losing the frags early on. They need to play more traditional, but we can see FM opting to go into B now. Looks like the bomb will actually go down. Chris J's isn't defending with the AWP. Oh my god, there it is. He's going to be causing absolute havoc there. And we've got Reason picking up the slack a little bit, and he's going to be left in a 1-on-2 situation.
This is really tricky for him, looking for the first kill. He has still got 45 seconds, and that's the big thing. I almost wish he would just rotate over to the A-bomb side at this point, but he can't really know where the rest are coming from, and obviously he's being backstabbed, which kind of puts a timer on it here. Reason now thinking the same thing, just looking to see if anyone's there, but Nuki's going to go down, and that was almost an unwinnable situation for him, I think.
Yeah, but I think he's getting pinced so hard there. Not really much he can do. I think we'll have to see another E-game from fm-Esports. They really are in a horrible situation right now. They have not got enough money to get any sort of buy on the board.
I mean, 15-1-2 right now for Alu is a ridiculous score at the beginning of this first half. Yeah, he really is.
For opening of a tournament, you think most people would be quite rusty. Not Alu. He's going out all guns blazing, and he's firing on all cylinders right now. And he seems to be not missing many shots. And fm-Esports don't really have much to reply in terms of the top. I think we'll see another couple of kills here. He's been locked out. Oh no! As I say that, another smoke shot from Alu there. Great stuff from him. Really kind of waking up here at this early start of the tournament.
Yeah, the bomb is down as well, and this is going to be an easy round cleaned up for Mousesports here. Said is going to be the last man going down. That is a quick triple for Chris J, putting us straight into the 11th round where we have an 8-2 scoreline currently. Mousesports have a really, really good start to Mirage, and it's proving difficult. Now they pick up the AWP, so FM are trying to adjust to the least.
Yeah, so hopefully, well, let's stay on the AWP if we can of fm-Esports. Let's see where they're opting to kind of take this. Let's see what areas they think are the weaknesses here and where they think they can find a frag. I think they're going to struggle in middle. I just wouldn't recommend trying to face Alu now. I think they'd be better off kind of locking out some of the CTs and flushing them out and forcing them to face with smoke grenades and Molotovs perhaps, but it looks like the CTs are playing a much more passive round this time. No one's actually going to be giving them any sort of leeway in middle. They kind of just got this mid area and kind of not going to be able to do a lot with it right now. They've been locked out with smokes.
FM are really quick to get in here. I mean, normally we don't see a terrorist team being able to take control of the ladder room or the connector this quick, but they're just allowing it here, Mousesports. So we'll see if they can actually use these positions for something. That's an interesting pop flash coming in from Tab.
Good work.
Just pop flashing himself in.
So this is how they're going to use the orb. They've got themselves in position where the potential CTs will be waiting for them. We can see Legia there waiting. Oh, there it is. Chris J, big frag, big scalp to take so early in the round.
Yeah, Legia right around the pillar. It's going to go down as well. Shiki picks that one up. Really nice job here. Now, they don't even have to face Tabson, and they smartly don't. They just smoke him off, put down the bomb, and let him wait. Sed's going to take down Nuki, and we're looking at Tabson and Alu just running away. They can't really retake this bomb site any longer. So this is a really cool round coming up from FM. I'm loving it.
Yeah, so, well, we can see Mousesports kind of taking a different methodology almost every round. So one round they're aggressive, and one round they kind of play a standard round. Then we saw very passive, like they kind of let the T's have middle completely. I think that's to kind of almost lure them into that kind of false sense of security. But I think with the AWP in hand and Spuds making that opening frag there onto Chris J, that was the perfect thing they could have done there. They managed to work out. They were given some room there to move. So, yeah, great work from Spuds. Didn't actually drop a frag that round. So hopefully this is a sign of things to come and they can get themselves back into this. They really do want that 8-7. I think they're going to struggle a lot against this Mousesports team on T. So they want to get the momentum in their favour now and kind of get their economy back on track. We can see they could, after losing their round, they can afford another gun round after this, but they really just want to get now some momentum in the bank and kind of, well, we can see that double AWP setup coming back again for
they saved one of the AWPs on Mousesports, and they can just easily rebuy another one, and even losing this round, Mousesports will still be able to buy. So they are looking pretty good still. We'll see this round, FM switching it up again, not nearly as aggressive as last round. Trying to see if they can get an opening pick, and Alu's doing the same thing in the middle, going to get flashed, and I think they must have spotted him. He's going to re-peek the middle and take down Spuds. So that's what you said earlier. It was dangerous in that middle. Yeah, but I just think like they'd be silly to try and challenge him. I think they're better off doing what they did before, kind of going to bomb sites and waiting for a CT to face. Just kind of just flush out Alu, kind of take him out of the game. Like don't try and face him in a one-on-one. I don't think they've got the talent to take him on. He almost shot Shiki down. He's on 14 HP, so things are looking really good. And a really sick boost. Yeah, that is actually something I haven't seen before. People just usually peek at the side of the box instead. So that's a very nifty trick coming out from Mousesports.
Here we go. We can see a B execution coming from fm-Esports here. I think they've detected there might be only 2 CTs there, and I think they're going to have to be very quick here if they're going to have any chance of getting in the bomb site. They're going to be 2 CTs waiting there for them, and like the calls will be coming straight away. There's not enough time here for a fake. They're going to have to commit. So here we go, the execution onto B bomb site.
That's a great smoke as well. But Chris is going to take down one and looking for a second one.
Not smoking that window.
Legia with the kill. Chris will pick up the double, and that's going to be the end of the round. So it goes straight from one extreme to the other. Last time it was FM winning a round without losing anyone. Now it's Mousesports' turn. Yeah, well, like I just said there, I think that the fact they've got set smokes to the B bomb site and they're not smoking out that window, like you can't take B without kind of closing that window off. Like you've just got such a disadvantage, especially with an AWPer set up there. You're going to lose at least 2 kills. That's exactly what happened there. Perhaps kind of like we said before, this team kind of very set in their ways with their strategies, and if it doesn't go their way, they lose that opening frag. They kind of lost a little bit, but we can see another full buy here. Oh God, again, the same pick seems to be happening every round, but Shiki replies there. It's a really good reply, but I mean, Alu is so quick, and there the boost comes in again. Actually, that won't spot anyone. He's going to jump all the way up on the box here, looking for the kill. He misses it though, and right in front of him, there is someone infiltrating. There's Shiki once again, moving in towards the ladder room now. They're going to smoke off towards the window room, just making sure they can get in here, seeing if they can pick up the opening. FM, it's about time, but Tabson will take down one. Nuki with the kill. Jakim has to return this one, otherwise there's going to be no chance at all. But with a Galil, and they know where he is in a 1-on-4, it's really not looking likely any longer.
No, definitely not. Jakim, Galil in hand, half HP. I really don't see him doing much here, and there it is. That potentially could chuck the terrorist onto an eco there. That we saw like that force bar. We had Jakim with the. Oh God, yeah, it's all gone wrong. This is really not looking good for FM-Esports. So there's another round here, potentially. They can't even afford to get the CZs out, really, to be honest. They're going to have to throw away a round here. So 11-3 potentially for Mousesports. And this might be all she wrote. Like, they should be having more rounds as this is terrorist.
5 rounds seems like the absolute minimum you can afford.
Absolutely.
If you stay on 3, it's definitely not looking good. We'll see. There's still a pistol round in the second half, of course, but at this point it is looking really tricky for them. And obviously with just pistols here, Tabson just cleaning up, already getting the double, triple, looking to see if he can pick up an ace here with the eco round. Actually, Alu's going to steal that one, so very bad mannered coming in here from the Mousesports team members.
Well, here we go then, the last round of the half. Although I'd like to say it's been a good half, it's been very one-sided affair. I think we've seen some moments of greatness from FM. Like, I wouldn't say they've played awfully, but the rounds they have won have been great. They haven't even lost a frag, and they've kind of done the right rounds. But it just seems like Mousesports have kind of surprised them a little bit too much, and their defense with that AWP and that opening pick's been too strong.
You kind of want to see how this game would have played out if Alu hadn't got those initial smoke shots off in the pistol round. I mean, if FM could have won that pistol round, it could have been a different game. Not that they would have maybe won the whole game based off of that, but it seems like they would have been able to put a little bit more pressure on.
Yeah, I agree. Well, here we go. Then we can see Alu with the AWP. He should be. Oh God, he's so on form right now. Missing, as I said, he misses his shot. But FM-Esports going to commit it now to this A bomb side. Yeah,
they have 3 people here. Mousesports have a great setup. Alu's going to pick up one more. Goes for the second one. Not going to be able to get it. Spuds will take the return, but it's a 2-on-4 right now. And this is, as you said, the final round of the half here. Zed in the middle, creeping around, looking for the kill. Going to take down Legia, and Spuds will pick up Nuki. 2 great headshots coming in, but it still leaves Zed alone. He has more than a minute left, but he hasn't got the bomb. And I think Chris knows he's coming. He's going to pick the kill off, and it's going to be a 12-3 first half in favor of Mousesports. Yeah,
I think I was rooting for my boys. They've got the home crowd here. You can hear them going crazy. But yeah, it's not going to be enough, I'm afraid. Like especially on the T side, you want to be racking up at least 8 rounds. I think you want to be winning the half as T. So we can see Mouse have got no pressure here. I think they can afford to be a little bit audacious with their pistol strat. They can just Glock armor up and kind of just head anywhere they want, but we can actually see the smoke grenades coming up here. So something a bit more clinical, perhaps, coming up from Mousesports. I think they just want to close this out as soon as possible. They don't want to make sure that FM-Esports have any opportunity to get back into this.
Yeah, and they are setting up for the classic smokes here. And
actually, very similar
FM
tactic.
Don't have a really great setup. They have one guy holding here, and another one coming in from the window room, but Reason is going to be in this corner just waiting. And good grenades coming out, actually. Legia down to 14 HP. That's very nice. Flashbang goes in. Shiki's going to pick up a kill on Nuki, but instantly returned on Reason. And Mousesports are going to be able to put the bomb down here. This is going to be a really tough retake. And I love the fact that he has a deagle in a pistol round. That's uncommon.
I haven't seen that since the Source days. I didn't think that was a thing, getting the deagle.
No, definitely isn't. It's a 2-on-4 right now, and a must-win round for FM. Zed is going to be alone, and they're even looking to knife him here. Mousesports really bringing their game right now. We'll see.
Zed seems to be the player left in this 1-of-3 situation. I think he has been the standout player for FM-Esports, but 2 or 3 frags for one person each round is not going to be enough, and that's going to tip the favours ever more in favour of Mousesports there, and they're going to have the Galils. And will FM opt for the head armour here, do you think, or they're just going to do a traditional kind of CZ round?
I was going to say I wish they would have, but obviously they've chosen not to. So, I mean, I think at this point you might as well just go all in and hope for the power of the CZ.
It's all gone horribly wrong now. You might as well see if the Counter-Strike gods have anything left for you. But we can see that the 3 CZs in the hands of FM. They're not doing anything too special here. It looks like a kind of standard CD setup. No pushes or stacks of anything to speak of here. I would have preferred it if they actually kind of pushed up middle or something like that and kind of maybe got the opening frag.
So a bit of a rough start anyway for the first British team here in the tournament. But at the same time, I mean, I guess this also showcases why Gfinity is thought it's pretty important to maybe try and boost the scene a little bit because, yeah, some of the British teams are lacking a little bit behind the rest of Europe. And
well, this is the thing. The main problem is lineup changes, and I think we see every week on HLTV like these kind of lineups forming. We saw them last week. fm-Esports have announced this team for Gfinity, and I think they were Rasta before that. Yeah. And I think that's the problem. We see so many. There's no stable teams whatsoever, and I think we're not really missing out on any of the action here. So it's worth just saying kind of easy clean-up for Mousesports here. We're going to be left in a 1-4 situation for reason. But yeah, this is why these events are good. It kind of showcases some of the talent we have. Not necessarily the team, but we can see some of the players and how they're kind of level out. And we've seen Zed kind of have some big shots here and big performances. But
they've been hitting the shots on FM's side. That isn't the problem. But I mean, they're up against Alu for one thing, who has a ridiculous 23-4-4 scoreline.
So that's why those kind of players they love that kind of momentum. They can get themselves in the zone and kind of feel like they're almost godlike. Like, he died 4 times, like in 18 rounds. Like he's loving it right now. I think this is the perfect warm-up game for him. Kind of set himself up. He's found his footing, and now he's going to be ready for the bigger teams. And looks like that FM are playing for the draw here. They haven't really. They've opted for another recode. I think they've kind of maybe almost admitted defeat here. I think they know what's happening, and I think everyone else does. But in the sake of keeping this exciting, we're gonna keep the narrative going. That the big comeback maybe on the cards.
I'd like to see what they can do once they get rifles, and I think we're going to see at least one rifle round from FM. So we'll see if there's going to be a little bit better on the CT side here. Obviously, Mousesports just picking the A-bomb side once again. The same smokes we've seen a couple of times, and actually Shiki's managed to get down in that position, but it's not good enough. He's going to get picked off by Legia.
So not a lot to do here from Jake and Reason. I think they'll be looking for a frag maybe to kind of save an AK and maybe use it in their CT campaign. They've got a massive mountain to climb here, but this is LAN. Anything can happen if they can find if they can park the bus on the A-bomb site and hopefully string some rounds together. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. We can see CT teams lock it out if they can find their footing, as it were. But looks like Reason actually does pick up an AK there, so maybe they'll be able to use that and maybe prove.
They're hunting him. The problem is the bomb is on the one side exploding, and they're coming in all from the other side. So I actually think Reason's going to have a really hard time doing this. He's actually going to get the 1 kill there on Chris, and saving this AK would be big, but Legia is right around the corner. He's not going to be able to do it last second.
Well, here we go then. It'll be interesting to see how the CTs approach this round. I think they're definitely going to need a AWP, and they're going to be wanting to get those early picks. We see Spuds there. He seems to be the designated for fm-Esports. He's going to be, I assume, going to the mid window or maybe connector, trying to look what Alu was doing. Maybe he can recreate some of that magic. We saw Alu getting a frag pretty much every single round. It was the same pick. Maybe a little bit silly from fm-Esports to keep facing that angle, but can he perform the same tricks? Here we go. He's going for the same angle. No one's going to face him, though. He's going to be locked out pretty early. It looks like an A execute coming from the terrorist Mouse.
That's bad news, but that AWP means very likely, unless he's been very, very good at positioning himself, he's probably going to end up on the wrong side of the smoke. Yeah. And then, you know, unless you're Alu, shooting through then and actually hitting anything is a little bit tricky. Yeah,
absolutely. And it's like this is what they want to do their standard round Mousesports, and it's going to see how this feeling out the CTs, as it were.
Yeah, really great flashbang. Reason really caught out, just couldn't see a thing. Now they're already rotating in. And the bomb is definitely going to go down here. The question is if Mousesports can hold it. Once the smoke disappears, there's going to be a couple of seconds where FM can try and do it, but it's definitely not going to be easy. And if they waste too much time, it's not going to be working out. There it is, Shiki and Jacob picking up a kill each, and now they need to go quick here. That bomb already far ticked. Jacob going to take down one more. It's going to be a 3-on-3 right now.
Here we go. There's a glimmer of hope as I say that. There we go. That is all she wrote. Zed is the final man to go down. And unfortunately for the UK home side, that is going to be 16-3 in favour of Mousesports. Interesting opening game. It kind of sets the tone for the UK side, perhaps.